And some developments in Viktor Gyökeres' move to Arsenal. An agreement in principle has said to have been reached between Sporting and Arsenal. Remember, we were telling you yesterday how he's refused to report for pre-season, trying to push this move through. Well, that looks as though it is one step closer. Frank is with us, Mark Ogden back as well. What more can you tell us about this situation, Mark?
Yeah, there's been a day of negotiations between Arsenal and Sporting. Sporting have got a reputation for being kind of quite hard to deal with. We saw it when Ruben Amorim went to Man United. They had to wait about 2 weeks until he got it over the line in terms of financial compensation. And Arsenal just upped their bid a little bit. Gyökeres didn't want to play for Sporting again, so they've finally done a deal. It was always going to happen, but it's taken a bit longer than it should have done. So next couple of days, Gyökeres should be an Arsenal player.
Oh, very nice. But obviously,
I thought I was hoping for something a bit more dramatic. Like,
it collapsed.
It collapsed. He's gone on strike, and the president of Sporting's out looking for him.
Well, this is obviously what both sides wanted very much, both Arsenal and Viktor Gyökeres.
I couldn't have done this segment if we never had that segue with the train arriving at Central Station.
The ins and outs.
The ins and outs, amazing. Yeah, I mean, on the face of it, it should be a great signing because he's scoring goals for fun and or certainly has for the last 2 or 3 years, particularly in Portugal. It's a position that has been a weak link for them. Allied to the other signings they're making, they haven't weakened. I mean, crystal clear, that's an obvious statement. But once again, in the summer, they have strengthened to try and push on. Now, they have been so close in the last couple of years that the fact that City have won the league and won the leagues that they have, the fact that Arne Slot comes in, picks the baton up from Jurgen Klopp without really changing a lot and goes on and wins the title in some style, by the way, while Arsenal continue to spend very big every summer. Big players, big money, big signings. That just cranks up the pressure on Mikel Arteta to go and get the job done, whatever competition it is, but particularly the Premier League. And if all these deals get done and he has a really good pre-season with this full squad, there really isn't going to be anywhere for Mikel Arteta to manoeuvre.
No excuses
if they have a bad season. And that's kind of where they are.
So knowing this now, Frank, that he's coming in and knowing what Chelsea can deliver, as we saw today, who do you like better?
Would I like better between who and whom?
Chelsea and Arsenal.
Arsenal and Chelsea.
You know what? It's funny, but Arsenal are always buying players, you know, that Chelsea don't really want anymore, you know, with Jorginho, Havertz, and who else? Sterling. And now they are taking Madueke. So I'm pretty pleased with what Arsenal are doing, and if they get Gyökeres, it's going to be better. But really, I think Chelsea can compete with Arsenal. Arsenal are more experienced, but Chelsea is going there, and I think Arsenal missed the spot like 2 years ago. So let's see how it works.
Come on.
It's one game.
Let's not get carried away here. Let's not get carried away. I know we said, look, if Chelsea can bottle that, that's a huge if. If they can do that consistently, maybe they get a chance of ruffling feathers. Let's be honest, Arsenal are so close to being the real deal in England. Very close. Chelsea are not at the moment, right?
So rank the four for me: Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea for next season.
Right, I'll rank them at the moment. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City at the moment, because you're expecting them to bounce back, and Chelsea. Now, again, it's ifs, buts and maybes. The one thing I think we know, through all the adversity that Liverpool Football Club have had to face and the tragedy and all that sort of emotional distress, which has been horrendous, I'm sure, for them, is that once the season starts, I'm expecting them to be kind of what they were last year.
Right.
I'm also expecting Arsenal to be very strong because they are, and they've made some new signings. Chelsea and City are a little bit more of an anomaly, particularly Chelsea.
We're unsure what we're going to get from both of them. We see the potential, particularly after today. You know, we were gushing about Chelsea, and deservedly so, because today they showed us what they're capable of. The problem Chelsea have is that they have to produce that 38 times in a Premier League season in order to win the title. We don't know if they're capable of doing that. we know what they're capable of, but it's the consistency that we're just not quite sure of.
I would take Arsenal's squad. Well, put it another way. If you give me the choice of two squads at the moment, although Chelsea have got some talented players, if you give me these two squads, I'm taking Arsenal's all day at the moment, every day.
I take Arsenal over Chelsea. I'm not as convinced that I'd have Arsenal over Manchester City, especially if Roger rediscovers his old form. All of a sudden, you want to think that City last season was more an anomaly. And with again, Roger coming back, signings, refreshing City's squad,
What about them defensively?
Yeah, they've done nothing. They have not changed anything.
Right now, I'm giving City the edge.
City's done absolutely nothing to make themselves better defensively. Yes, they've made themselves stronger going forward, but defensively, nothing. Arsenal have done exactly what they had to do: get a goal-scoring centre forward. Easily, Arsenal ahead of City.
Can I interfere? And if I can agree with Craig that maybe we don't know anything about Chelsea, we are more certainty about Arsenal. I have doubts about everybody, and I'm sorry I have to talk about Liverpool and the loss that they're facing right now. How the players going to react to that? That's also a question mark. It's going to be very hard for the players to cope with the situation if the two first games it doesn't work. It's hard, but that's the reality.